leaked concept art for episode 9. We are not getting a Lando standalone movie anytime soon, despite the rumor going around. Mark Hamill is teasing more about Luke being a Force ghost in episode 9. And we got a new near-human species. So, that's pretty neat.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
First, let's talk about that tease Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill responded to a tweet asking if he'll be back, writing, "No one's ever really gone. See you around, kid." But then he quickly deleted the tweet. Mark has been dropping a lot of hints lately that we're getting Luke as a Force ghost in the final episode, which is a no-brainer. I feel like everyone expects him to come back in some form in the final episode or in future canon. In random fun news, Warwick's character from episode 1 is back in Han Solo. Also, we got a better look at Moloch, a member of the White Worm gang's face. Though speaking of Han Solo, during an interview, it was reported that Kathleen Kennedy said they believed the next Star Wars spin-off would be dedicated to Lando, which was met with uproar by fans that had been dying for an Obi-Wan movie. Fortunately, Lucasfilm clarified that it was simply a misunderstanding, saying, "We would love to tell a story about Lando Calrissian one day, but it's not relevant. It would be fun to tell the story of Han and Chewie." So Obi-Wan fans, don't get your panties in a twist just yet. They're not moving back the standalone Obi-Wan film for Lando 1. Though if you want a good comic about Lando, he has a mini-series which involves Palpatine, or rather, something of his. Also, Last Shot is pretty good. What is interesting about this interview is Kathleen did say they have many stories to tell about Han and Chewbacca still, which is hinting at what we've suspected since Alden let it slip he had a multiple movie contract. Disney didn't just secure him for a just in case, just like they did with Jin's actress. They are planning a sequel. She seemed pretty confident this movie will do well, and they have a lot of plans for Han Solo and likely Alden. And that's kind of cool news. Bettany's character Voss doesn't have facial scars. His species has these markings and they flush red when they are angry. So a new near-human species, which is a term Star Wars uses to refer to a species that is closely related to, but still distinct from baseline humans. So Voss is one of those. I can't wait to get an origin story on his species, or at least a story on his species, because you know they're gonna do that. In wild rumors, I don't believe, a gentleman who works as an assistant at Lucasfilm supposedly saw concept art for episode 9. Here is a description of the 3 images he allegedly saw. Number 1, Poe and Finn wearing dirty civilian clothes that look like a disguise. Finn's hair is grown out and nappy, while Poe has longer hair that is slicked back. They are walking or pushing through a crowd of aliens in a cityscape. Number 2, Finn and Poe on the same planet in a firefight, with Finn ducked behind a container and Poe leaning up to shoot. Finally, number 3, Rose with a completely new hairstyle in the gunner's seat of the Millennium Falcon. Finn's actor John already said that Finn is going to have longer hair in episode 9, and Rose being on the Falcon, I mean, the entire Resistance is on the Falcon right now, so that's not very surprising. I do hope Finn and Poe team up again in episode 9. Their bromance was the best part of The Force Awakens. Lastly, if you're way behind on Star Wars news, or even if you aren't, I just want to say this, they are beginning filming for the standalone Obi-Wan film in spring 2019. Ewan made the prequels, and there is so much story to tell about his time between episode 3 and 4, some of which we've already seen in these super depressing journal entries of Obi-Wan in the main Star Wars comics. Like, super fucking depressing. So that's a quick Star Wars news update. How do you feel about Voss being a new near-human species? On a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you about the Obi-Wan movie?
Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.